Las Vegas, Nevada, the home of hopes and dreams. Tonight, we have a royal flush of young bowling stars. 5 of the world's best, all under 30, compete for the ultimate prize, a U.S. Open title. There's nothing quite like it. Fabulous Las Vegas, entertainment capital of the world, and home to great bowling. Tonight from South Point Bowling Plaza, CBS Sports Network brings you the 2016 U.S. Open Bowling Championship. 5 of the world's best bowlers on display, all hoping to earn the green jacket and big prize money by winning a major championship. We have a step-ladder final. 5th-seeded John Zerbinski from just outside Buffalo goes for his first career title. He'll face 4th-seeded Sean Maldonado at 30, the oldest bowler on our show. Youngster Anthony Simonson at 19 looks for his second career major. He's a 3 seed, the 2nd seed, Francois Lavoie of Quebec City, all trying to knock off the top seed, Marshall Kent of Yakima, Washington, with 2 career titles so far. My Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Marshall Holman, joined lay level by the number 1 seed, Marshall Kent.
Thank you very much, Dave. I'm with Marshall Kent. And Marshall, you got off to a little bit of a tough start in the first round. What flipped the switch for you?
Well, I just changed my mental approach to the game. I tried to win the tournament day 1, so that didn't exactly work out the first 7 games. So I just kind of relaxed and let the bowling take care of itself, and here I am bowling for the title.
Well, you ran away from the field, which leads me to my next question. What is your mindset? You're the player everybody's gunning at. 1 game for that U.S. Open title. How are you going to attack the lanes?
You know, it's 1 game. Anything could happen. I'm just going to do my best to enjoy being on TV and have fun while I'm at it.
Great attitude. Good luck to you, Marshall.
Thanks, Marshall.
Dave, back to you.
Marshall, thanks. See that somebody who's tied for 92nd after the opening round Friday. Responded by averaging a 233 over the last 48 games. Let's check our U.S. Open tournament format. So the 228 entries, we're down to 5 now. Qualifying the top 24, then round-robin match play. Step-ladder finals here tonight in Vegas. And Marshall Kent will watch match number 1. John Zerbinski, Sean Maldonado, ready to go head-to-head to begin bowling tonight here in Vegas. And run away. Nice little messenger across the deck. John Zerbinski's got a strike.
With a strong messenger strike from Zerbinski. Our first look at Maldonado. He's a 2-hander with his thumb partially in the ball,
Which is unusual.
It's very unusual.
Out of Houston, Texas. Good looking shot. 1-3 pocket, all 10 down. So Sean, one of 3 2-handers in the 228 bowler field.
And we'll take a look at Sean Maldonado.
Show.
2-handed, really gets himself in a big leverage position like the 2-handers, opens up his shoulders dramatically, and then just rips through with the right hand and pulls with the left.
Anthony Simonson, Sean Maldonado, and Jason Belmonte are 3 2-handers. And 2 made the show here. Interesting.
Yeah.
In Vegas. Clean start for each. All 10 down. Good look. Each of the TV pair for Sean.
Now, we talked earlier about what the scoring pace might be, and so far the bowlers look locked in.
Look at what our players are bowling on today. Let's take a look at the future for the sport oil pattern. Marshall, what do you think here?
Okay, well, it's a 42-foot condition. It's going down about to there. It's a heavier concentration in the center. It's very, very speed sensitive. The volume's high, the scoring pace not real high. So we'll see quite a few strikes, but if a bowler gets a little too fast or a little too slow with his speed, could see trouble.
Back to John Zerbinski. Wow. Each bowler clearly locked in.
Zerbinski going with a reactive resin ball, and Maldonado kind of going old school with urethane. The urethane actually will push more oil down the lane sooner, so it can affect the transition. And what I mean by the transition is every time he throws the ball, the lane is going to change incrementally.
From just outside Buffalo, North Tonawanda. Trying to bring a championship home to Western New York. And a tough split.
Yeah, and there's the 2-8-10, or excuse me, 2-4-10. We've seen a lot of them during the tournament. The ball accelerates down the lane, doesn't quite pick up. We'll take another look. We'll watch him as he throws the ball. He likes it right now, but it's not going to make the hill. It's just going to come in just a little bit in the light spot. 2-4-10. Just has to get the ball left of that 2-pin. Very makeable.
Go, Chance.
Does John Butt.
Did not get the ball.
Misses the 10-pin.
Yeah, didn't get it far enough to the left. And it's gosh, it's crushing. You can see the pin just going behind the 10-pin. 2-pin did not get far enough over to the right. Maldonado with an excellent opportunity to extend the lead. He's up by 15 right now.
This is Dave Ryan, joined by my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Marshall Holman. Watching Maldonado from Houston. Trying to take advantage and does just that. Off the open frame from John Zerbinski. And he stays perfect.
And we talked with Maldonado earlier today, and he said that he definitely feels the nerves. And as far as keeping himself into his game, he uses a lot of self-talk. So if we see him taking a little bit of time, he's having that conversation with himself. Same lane that Zerbinski left the 2-4-10. Maldonado leaves the 1-2-8-10, and you heard him say he didn't get it out. He didn't get the ball far enough to the right. It hangs, never takes the corner. Another makeable shot. Just get it left of that, left of the head pin. Didn't
the
get it
10-pin stands, Marshall. So back-to-back opens from our two first match competitors here.
And this could be a little bit of what I talked about a little while ago with the transition. The lanes are evolving with every shot that the players throw. That left lane is showing a little more of a hang spot on it than the right. He hated
it, but ends up high flush. He liked that.
He pulled it. He pulled it off his hand, and he got a little bit of a wry smile. You'll see this ball is going to go quite a bit further left on the approach. There's a nice shot, high backswing, strong man. You'll look. This ball's going to hit around the second arrow. He's actually trying to get it around the 5 or 6 board, but he's going to take that. Good breaks are part of the game. Bad breaks as well.
John told us today, big part of his show tonight. Staying on an even keel, staying in the moment.
Yeah, he likes to show his emotion. That ball further to the right, and the 2-10 again.
Light hit, 2-10 split, Marshall. It's a tough one to convert.
It is. He's got to get the ball left of that 2-pin. It's just got to be careful with the speed. This ball is going to accelerate down the lane. He liked it better than the shot he threw on the right-hand lane, but the ball never picked up the roll. Comes in light, leaves him to 2-10.
I guess that 10-pin. We've seen that stand 3 times in open frames now.
Yes, we have. Yeah, it's very disheartening. Players are having their way on the right-hand lane. The left lane is giving them nothing but fits.
So Sean Maldonado seeking his first career title. 2-time Southwest Regional Player of the Year. Lots of experience and success at that level. But But tonight, he wants a PBA title and a major and a ring and 10 pin.
Ring and 10, 6 goes around the bottom of the 10 pin. Quality shot from Maldonado.
First live TV show for Sean. He told us today he was a little nervous about that. Although when he approached the interview table with us, he seemed pretty confident.
He seemed very confident. In fact, he really was. He was the only player that really admitted to the nerves.
There's 10 pin, and there's the mark. Finally, someone's got that 10 down.
Whether it's your first live show or your 100th live show, there's always a little bit of nerves that are going to get into the system. You just have to bowl your way through it.
Sean appeared summer swing, Oklahoma City last year. On a live show. It's all live at 10 down. The 4 seed, oldest player in the competition at 30 out of Houston, Sean Maldonado. And John Zerbinski from just outside Buffalo are head-to-head in our first match. 2016 U.S. Open from Las Vegas is underway. Las Vegas Strip, some 4.2 miles long. 14 of the world's 25 largest hotels by room count on the Strip. 62,000 plus rooms. Entertainment capital of the world. We love coming to Vegas, and we love watching our first match here. Zerbinski, Maldonado head-to-head. 6th frame.
Down by 21 pins. Been striking on the right lane.
Ring and 10 pin.
Yeah, ball a little bit late into the pocket. 6 pin stays in the channel.
We're seeing this a lot.
Yeah, keep your eye on the 6 pin. That's the 2nd pin on your right. It's just going to lay in the channel. It almost pops it out. Not quite. He'll throw hard and straight.
Converts the single pin conversion. Future is now, all right. Wow, look at these youngsters. Sean Maldonado in our first match, 30, the oldest bowler here. Anthony Simonson already made history becoming the youngest ever major winner at 19 years old. He can win 2nd here tonight. Marshall Kent, Francois Lavoie looking for their first majors. Zerbinski and Maldonado looking for their first ever titles. A lot at stake. Young guns here tonight. Zerbinski. It's that pocket. 2 pin.
Yeah, basically it's the same shot. He's had 3 shots in a row. And he's beside himself. He's going, what do I have to do to get the ball into the pocket? I made the adjustment. I think he went with the ball change. It's still labored. Did not get there. Fortunate, just left the 2 pin. The 10 pin's not there with it. So a very routine spare. Shouldn't have any problem picking this up.
There's the 2, there's the mark. We saw John at the Bear Open, suburban Detroit on CBS Sports Network. This year, fall swing on the PBA Tour. Lost to eventual champion E.J. Tackett by 10 pins after winning a couple. He's got to climb the ladder again here tonight.
Big shot from Maldonado. Has a chance to take this to a 32-pin lead with a strike here in the 8th frame. And he only has to bowl 1 more time on the difficult lane.
Big shot. 7th frame. Only 6 down.
That did not look good off his hand. He's scratching his head. He didn't like it. He leaves the bucket. Not only doesn't he strike, but he leaves an extraordinarily difficult spare. And anytime you get a group of pins together, there are just so many ways to miss it. You saw that ball bounce. It never picked up the roll. 2, 4, 5, 8.
Picks out the bucket. Nicely done. That's a big spare in the 7th frame.
That's huge.
Zerbinski's opportunity is here now for him, heading into his 8th frame. Stat pack sees the strikes. A great start for each. And some open frames.
Yeah. Now Maldonado on the more difficult of the 2 lanes. Has to keep his speed down to get the ball to break back into the pocket. And that
Look out, the dreaded 7. 10.
It was a terrible
split.
break. I mean, it was a quality shot that came in a little bit light. Didn't necessarily have to strike, but it should not have been a 7-10. I mean, that's bad luck. Maldonado will just shoot at one of them. We did see a 7-10 made this week, but chances are not good to make it.
Kicks it across the deck and came pretty close to that 10-pin. But it is an open in this late in the match. That is trouble.
Down to a 9-pin lead, so Zerbinski just sitting there trying to figure out how he's going to attack the lanes here in the ninth frame. In the eighth frame, was given quite a nice break.
Young start of Austin, Texas. Anthony Simonson, already a major winner. Will take on the winner of this match as the 3 seed.
Hasn't missed the pocket on the right-hand lane.
Wants to continue that. Does so. Good looking shot, but the 9-pin stands.
Ball went right past the 9-pin. Well, I'd like to get another look at that ball going through the pins. That's cruel. Did everything that a professional wants to do. Ball just passed right by the 9.
Six-time Team USA member. Lots of international experience. Two-time junior Team USA member as well. But yet to win a PBA Tour title.
And I was incorrect when I said that Zerbinski was going to be finishing on the tough lane. He's actually, Maldonado's going to be finishing on that left lane. It was Maldonado's choice. While he was practicing, he liked that lane better, but both players certainly struggling on it. Better speed, and look at that, right through the face.
Just can't find the look.
Well, he leaves the 3, the 9, and the 10. It's a makeable split. Got to get the ball in between the 3 and the 10. You'll see this ball break right now hard. And if he doesn't make this, the best that he can shoot is somewhere in the 170s. He desperately needs to make this split.
Gotta have it, John. Covers.
Great conversion from Zerbinski.
10. That is a huge spare there, Marshall. And keeps him right in the hunt.
Take a look at just textbook. Gets to the right of the 3-pin. The ball goes in between the 9 and the 10. And there's still life. It's just 13 pins.
Every shot a big shot. Foundation frame. Sean Maldonado has all 10 down. It's big.
Maldonado needs a mark in the 10th frame. We'll take another look at Maldonado on the right-hand lane. The ball does bounce a little bit, but boy, it picks up the roll. Watch the 6-pin slap the 10. Oh, yeah.
Spare and 9 to shut out John Zerbinski.
Tilt.
Did it? 10-pin. That's what he wanted.
That should be enough.
Got to convert this single pin.
Needs to make the spare.
Spare conversion, then 9. On the next shot for the win. There's the spare.
He changes to a ball that has very little friction. So needs 8 pins.
Just 8 now.
Strike gives him 191, 8 gives him 189, and the best that Zerbinski to do is strike out for 188.
8 for the win, Sean.
Got it.
He's got 9. He's got himself a win. And the 4 seed, Sean Maldonado, will advance up the ladder. Anthony Simonson is next. was not easy.
No, it's and both Simonson and Maldonado are throwing urethane, so they're going to be pushing more oil down the lane.
28 years old, the all-time Team USA member John Zerbinski. That quest will continue for his first ever PBA Tour title. Came close in Detroit at the fall swing and close here in Vegas as well. But not his night. Sean Maldonado advances to match 2. Anthony Simonson, the young startler, 19 years old, already a major champion, awaits Sean Maldonado in match number 2. It's the U.S. Open from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. First match complete in Vegas. Sean Maldonado from Houston knocks off John Zerbinski from just outside Buffalo, 190 to 188 in fabulous Las Vegas. U.S. Open is underway. Welcome back to Vegas, everyone. Dave Ryan Marshall-Holman, a 22-time titleist and 4-time major champ. So I'm interested in your take on Anthony Simonson. We'll see him next against Sean Maldonado. 19 years old, became the youngest ever major champ. You won your first major at 21. How'd that change your career?
Well, it gave me just nothing but confidence. And even though Anthony Simonson is only 19 years old, he's the man with the experience. And if I was Maldonado, I'd be wanting to have my very, very best game against Anthony. He doesn't seem to let the pressure get to him. It's amazing. He's much older than his 19 years would show.
Just missed becoming the youngest ever PBA Tour titleist and trying to win his second major. Hard to believe that. Now, Marshall Kent is our #1 seed. You saw him laying level a few moments ago before the first match tonight. How do you look to you?
He looks good, and he's loose, and he's got a great attitude. You know, he's not so much thinking winning or losing as he is just enjoying the moment, and that's a great way to stay in the present. If you can stay in the present, your body will do what you want.
He's never won a major. This could be it for him as the #1 seed. What's your advice to a guy like that, waiting and watching for that one match?
Well, you know, you want to keep yourself occupied. You want to watch a little bit of the bowling, but you don't want to get yourself too worked up. Keep yourself relaxed. When he gets in there to bowl that last game, whoever he's bowling against is going to be nervous as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. He's a very, very talented young bowler. He's a power player. His name is Marshall. He's from the great Northwest. I love him.
So many Marshalls. Medford, Oregon guy here. Much more coming your way on CBS Sports Network, the 2016 U.S. Open. It's Maldonado and Simonson head-to-head. Match number 2, trying to climb the ladder and catch Marshall Kent. South Point Bowling Plaza, packed tonight. Great crowd to watch the 2016 U.S. Open on CBS Sports Network. Getting set for a second match. Simonson, the 3 seed, against the #4 seed, Sean Maldonado. The winner climbs the ladder. Young Anthony Simonson joined level by Marshall.
Thank you, Dave. I'm with Anthony Simonson. I noticed you wanted to start on the left-hand lane. They had a little problem on that lane. Has there been some transition, or what are you seeing?
From watching the match on the other side, it looks like the left lane. If you get it in front of you, it's a little tighter down lane. So I'd prefer, if I have to, strike or mark to win, I prefer not to do it on that lane.
Okay, you're 19 years old, but you're the Masters champion. So does that give you extra confidence because you have been there?
It's bowling on TV. It's no different. I try to keep the process simple, one shot at a time. I do think that I have a little bit of an advantage because I've been in this situation before. We'll make 10 good shots and see what happens.
Okay, Anthony, good luck to you. Confident 19-year-old. Back to you, Dave.
Yeah, Marshall, isn't he one cool cat? Just the youngster. As we were talking about a moment ago, Anthony made history this year. USBC Masters, becoming the youngest person ever to win that prestigious title. Younger major champ at 19, defeating Canadian amateur Dan McClellan, 245, 207, to capture the title. There's some energy and emotion. But boy, you sit down and talk with him as you did today, and the interview Marshall just had. A man of few words, Anthony Simonson. Going to let his bowling do the talking here as he takes on Sean Maldonado.
confident 19-year-old Anthony Simonson. I'll tell you, it's just, it's incredible.
Another two-hander. And he's got the 10-pin. Anthony told us today that major championship life-altering, as you can imagine at 19.
Absolutely. We were talking about him going back to defend the Masters Championship and how much he's looking forward to getting back in that atmosphere. And I can remember as Anthony shoots us at the 10-pin. Good shot. I remember when I won the Tournament of Champions when I was 21 years old. When I went back the next year, it was like just the most enjoyable thing to be coming back and defending that great championship.
As the defending champ. Amazing. A bowler who rolls a 300 game on tonight's telecast will receive a $10,000 bonus courtesy of Pepsi, the official soft drink of bowling. Saw the score there, first match. Sean Maldonado, the elder statesman at 30, has all 10 down.
Maldonado has moved in. I believe he made a ball change. I think he went to a reactive ball.
Do you agree with that strategy?
Well, I'm not going to argue with any of these guys that made the top 5.
Shot at a time.
Started with 228 bowlers.
Yeah, the ball was starting to labor, wasn't getting back to the pocket. So, yeah, good ball change. We'll see what happens on this left-hand lane.
Had to hurry and did. And all 10 down. Hall of Famer legend. 89 U.S. Open champ Mike Albee is here. Coming to us from Indianapolis.
My good friend Mike Albee. If you take a look at the pin action from Maldonado, that was almost the same pin action that left him a 7-10 in the last game. But he was fortunate. All 10 down. Simonson just puts the fingers in the ball. Really unloads at the bottom.
2-pin.
Take a look at this ball, just not going to get back to the pocket. I don't know if he maybe got around that ball a little too much instead of staying behind it. Get the ball into an earlier roll. The one thing Simonson got off those first 2 shots was information. So it should help him when he goes back to both those lanes in his 3rd and 4th frames. We'll take a look at Simonson. This is the shot that he left the 2-pin on. See if he stays behind the ball or gets around it a little too early. Looks like he came over the top of it just enough to keep the ball from hooking early enough to get back into the pocket. He's sticking with that urethane ball. Bang.
And there's the 7 going down late. Nice tap on number 7 for the strike.
Anthony Simonson, watch the last pin to go, would be the 7. Just gets nudged over. I think the 5-pin was friendly. Bang.
Maldonado looks for 3 straight to begin play. Not that time with a 7.
And fortunate just to get back to the pocket. That was right off his hand and really made a hard charge. If he threw that shot on the on the left-hand lane, it would not get back. But right-hand lane's got a little more back end. Watch this ball get all the way out towards the channel and makes a huge move. With the conversion, a 10-pin lead.
Be sure to watch early round coverage on all PWBA events, plus live and on-demand coverage of all the best professional bowling action on Extra Frame. Visit www.extraframe.tv for more info or to subscribe today.
Extra Frame is
Colleen, Kelly, you look there, all right?
Extra Frame is great. It gives you the opportunity to watch early rounds prior to the telecast.
Hoping for some tilt and getting all 10 down. I know you enjoyed being an extra frame as well.
I did.
Week out here in Vegas.
Yeah, I worked it the last couple of nights, had a great time. We'll take a look at Maldonado as he throws this ball. And that reactive ball hooks back the pocket so much stronger. Good ball change. He's throwing the asymmetrical. Just wonder if Simonson might be thinking whether he's throwing the right ball.
The two-handers go head-to-head here. That comes in a touch high, leaves the 4-pin.
Yeah, he made the adjustment from the previous shot, but just a little too much of an adjustment.
Doesn't turn 20 until January 6th. 19 years and 39 days old. Youngest ever to win a major. Already 2 titles. There's the 4. There's the mark. So much done at such a young age.
You can see his match play record, 16-8. Every match that you win, there's a 30-pin bonus, so there's certainly a premium on winning a lot of matches.
Missed the pocket that time. And the 2-pin up here for him. Finished 6th last year, just out of the TV show at the U.S. Open in Garland, Texas.
He's only 11 pins down right now, but if I'm fairly certain he's going to be making the spare, but Maldonado will have a chance to really put a lot of pressure on in the 5th and 6th frames.
There's the mark for Simonson, our 3 seed. Midway point now, Maldonado up by 11 pins. Chance to expand it to a 21-pin lead. Works on a strike.
Didn't get that as far to the right and leaves the soft 10. I think he was very happy with how he threw that shot. It just didn't quite get up to the pocket in the right place to knock the 10-pin down. We'll take a look. You can see the ball only got up to about the 7 board. Makes a late move back, and when I say late, it comes in behind the head pin and leaves the 10. Bounced that one down there off the thumb hole. Good
A little
cover.
noisy going down there, wasn't it?
That was a little noisy, but I'll tell you what, you don't want the ball to be hooking when you're shooting at a single pin spare, and if it's tracking over the thumb hole, it's not hooking.
But his inability to strike on the first ball there on the 5th keeps things very interesting.
He's got to hurry. Oh my, that ball
Boy,
really
sure
cracked
did
up
all
hard.
10 back there, Marshall Holman. And maybe the best shot we've seen in the first couple matches. Sean Maldonado, the 4 seed. Tells today can only imagine what it'd be like. The emotion for his first ever PBA tour to be a major championship. He's got a chance to do that tonight in Las Vegas.
Maldonado stronger into the pocket.
Simonson ends up closer to the foul line too. In our approach. Interesting to compare, contrast the two-handers in our second match.
Simonson was talking earlier about the kind of a trick that he uses to go a little bit closer up on the approach to help him slow down to get the ball to tilt back into the pocket.
That misses that 1-3 pocket. That trick was
Just moving up about a foot up on the lane, and right now Simonson is not getting a good ball reaction at all. He's gone light on that lane, then he left the 4-pin on that lane, he came back the next shot light again, so he's in a little bit of a trap. Still only 12 pins down. It's very, very close, but needs to figure out a way to control the pocket.
has the 2-pin, has the single-pin spare conversion.
These games go so fast, Dave. I'll tell you, there's almost no time to try and figure them out. You got to be on top of it early. He's not changing balls. He's staying with the urethane. Only 1 strike in 6 frames.
That might get more than 9.
Yes, indeed. Anthony called that one. And a second strike, finally.
He's a good color man. Strong shot.
Works on a strike here. Maldonado go up by 22 pins. 7th frame.
Maldonado, 30 years old, but Simonson's the one with the experience.
Isn't that something?
Big shot right here. This could go a long way to wrapping up this game.
Which it does. 5th strike of the match. That's a big one. And extends the lead by 10.
Great shot from Maldonado. Watch the tilt of this ball as it rips back in. 6-pin bang against the 10. Look at those eyes. He's watching that 10-pin. He knows the ball's going to hit the pocket. It's just a matter of will it carry, and it carried hard.
So our first turkey in this match. 8th frame. Led by 32. Another big shot for Sean. 10-pin across the deck. The messenger finds it. The front of that pin, and down it goes.
What a strong shot. Let's take a look at this pin action. Look at that head pin go to the sideboard, and bang. It couldn't wait to get over there to attack the 10-pin. Maldonado, he knows it's going to be close. It's just a matter of carry. That is 2016 power bowling at its best. Simonson finds the pocket on the right-hand lane, leaves the 10-pin, and it's getting down to Simonson needing to strike out and needing a little help. He'll need help from Sean Maldonado.
As the mark, we asked Anthony this morning about the possibility of Player of the Year if he were to win this event. And he said, you know what, I'm not even thinking about that. I was impressed with his demeanor, not only the live land level interview with you before our match, but just talking to him today.
Sure. Yeah, he's
great head on his shoulders.
Very, very mature.
As I'm sure you were at 19.
Oh, you bet.
Foundation frame, all 10 down. Now he's got the look, but is it too late? He thinks so.
217 is the best that Simonson can do, and right now Maldonado working on a 229 pace. So for Sean right now, it's just filling frames. Important to make a good shot. Quality shot off his hand.
Like that. For Bagger and the all-important foundation frame strike.
He's the one right now throwing the right equipment. You know, he's got that urethane, the reactive ball, the resin ball, that is just absolutely just diving into the pocket. Simonson's ball is just not getting back up with any kind of strength.
7 pins needed to shut out Simonson on the bench. He'll take 9, he'll take a win. And the 4 seed, Sean Maldonado, is through to the next match. Number 2 seed, Francois Lavoie of Quebec City awaits. And Marshall Kent from Yakima, Washington is our number 1 seed. Sean's got the 10-pin. Kind of cool. Talk about your first ever U.S. Open in '81 was in Houston.
Yeah.
At Big Texas Lanes. And Sean said, I don't think that's still around.
No, it's not there. It was right next to the Astrodome. Not there. And so, yeah, it was a very, it was a remarkable week. It was, you know, I bowled Mark Roth for the title, and I want to give a shout out to my buddy Mark. Mark had triple bypass surgery, about a month and a half ago, and he's home recovering, and we're praying for you, Mark. We love you. The father of the modern game, the father of the power game.
Absolutely. Best to him. Good memories from Big Texan lanes, that's for sure. Good memories. Sean Maldonado tonight, the number 3 seed. Anthony Simonson from Austin, Texas at 19 years old, knocked out by Sean Maldonado from Houston. Next, Francois Lavoie of Quebec City awaits Sean Maldonado, who continues his bid for his first career PBA Tour title. And oh, by the way, it's a major tonight in Vegas. Our number 4 seed, Sean Maldonado from Houston, Texas, has knocked off John Zerbinski, and now Anthony Simonson, 238 to 217, thanks to 8 strikes in that match. Next up, Francois Lavoie, the number 2 seed for Sean. These lucky bowling superfans, Doug Code and John Struckman, sitting next to USBC Executive Director Chad Murphy, want a special VIP experience for this week's U.S. Open, courtesy of The Core, which is a new subscription program currently offered by the USBC. One of the benefits of joining The Core is access to some outstanding behind-the-scenes bowling content. Now let's have a look at a preview of some of this week's action that was only available to members of The Core.
It's game on at US Open.
Yes.
Got a little hole. This is where it gets fun now. This is where you guys are going to get some fun stuff on camera. I can promise you that. Be privy to some pretty private conversations that hopefully will help you guys in the future when you bowl in the competitive tournaments.
This left lane hooks like an arrow and a half more. Bill bowled here game 5, and he played it 8 different with his feet.
You mic'd up today? Like
Yeah.
Hold it?
I think just game 1. But if I bowl like 250, he's not getting it back. So.
Well, do I loft it or do I set it down short and let it slide the whole way?
Let me see a shot before I make that call.
How many games we got on this side? We need to get over to the other side with some more hook.
Hey, today's gonna be a good day. All right? Just be you. Just be you, okay? Come on. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
Absolutely, Chuck. If you're a bowling super fan looking to be part of a bowling community with access to the most exclusive content, inside information, and a premium product package, then you need to be a part of The Core. Visit bowl.com/The Core for more information on how to sign up. From Las Vegas, Francois Lavoie, the number 2 seed. 23 years old, looks for his first career PBA Tour title. He takes on Sean Maldonado. Our next match is coming your way right after this. Fabulous Las Vegas. Entertainment, shopping, gaming, bowling. Now, Marshall, you never won here.
Nope. Mark Roth and I finished second in the doubles in Vegas, and I bowled well at the Showboat back in the day, but never figured out how to win from the. I couldn't win anything in Vegas. That's why I quit gambling. Too tough.
He's Hall of Famer Marshall Holman. I'm Dave Ryan. Here in Vegas, watching Maldonado take out Francois Lavoie. Third match. Two-pin here to begin the match.
Left off his hand, never picked up the roll. This will be a real study in diversity between these two players. Maldonado, the power player. Francois Lavoie, more of a stroker. Likes to keep the ball more on line. Straighter down the lane.
Sean finished 33rd at last year's U.S. Open in Garland, Texas, the Metroplex. Two-pin, single-pin conversion successful there for Sean, who's never been on a live TV show until tonight. He's had a spectacular evening so far with 2 wins.
And both of these players looking for their first PBA title.
Quebec City.
It's a big one. We'll take our first look at Francois Lavoie.
Only 23 years old. And one of the lighter members on the tour.
Yeah, I said he weighs 120 pounds.
Slight frame, big game though, and all 10 down. Good start for Francois.
Take a look at Francois Lavoie. Watch his ball roll down the lane, tip toward the pocket. 6-pin takes care of the 10. Here's a great look at his form. Nice push away. Gets the ball in motion. Very high backswing. Look how high, way above his head. And does not put a lot of energy on the ball at the bottom of the swing. It's enough, but it's not like the two-handers.
Throwing 15 pounds. All 10 down.
There's the start you want.
He's been waiting a while.
Yeah, he's been in the
More than
wings
an hour.
for a little over an hour. Extraordinarily composed. Another youngster that
We didn't get a lot of energy and emotion from the guys talking to him today. That's just not their style.
No.
Probably Sean is the most outspoken. He said he does a lot of internalizing. His own best friend, he told us. There's all 10 down.
Likes to have conversations with himself to keep himself in the moment, keep himself pumped up.
Relax.
Pinsky, Simonson have gone down head-to-head with a Texan.
Maldonado talking to himself, saying to relax. Strike here will square up the match.
That's good.
He likes it, and a 10 is
Just
late.
enough. Messenger almost went in front of the pin. We'll take a look and watch as the ball comes into the pocket. The 5-pin's going to go to the sideboard. Head pin comes off the sideboard. There's another good look at it. It is the head pin, and it gets in the way of the 6-pin that just nudges the 10-pin over. Thank you.
Lavoie trying to continue the perfect start. Will do just that. He's in that 1-3 pocket right now. Here's our BPA moment of the match. We'll get to that throughout our broadcast tonight. We meant to mention Andy Bowler, who rolls a 300 game on tonight's telecast, will receive a $10,000 bonus courtesy of Pepsi, the official soft drink of bowling.
This is for the front four. It's got to hurry.
Perfect start.
No problem.
That bonus is still in play, Marshall.
Lavoie. There were a few 300s this week. I believe there were 4 of them during the tournament, which is that's really a low amount for professionals bowling this many games. Tough condition.
There they are. And Francois Lavoie did have 1 second round. Simonson just fell to Maldonado.
Oh, get lucky.
Lucky, no, ring in 10.
Now the ball hit the pocket right where you like to have it, but he knew off his hand that ball was left. It didn't come into the pins with any authority. Got right into that ringing 10 spot. 6 goes right around the 10 pin. If he hadn't have said anything, and you're just watching at home, and you go, "Well, that was a good shot." It was a credible shot, but it wasn't where he wanted it. I believe this is the first time that Maldonado has found himself not in the lead in a match.
Let's get back on it.
The question is, how does he respond? Fifth frame works on a spare. Has a split look out to 10.
Looked like he was happy with the way he threw it, but the ball never picked up a roll. We'll take a look at this shot. Looks like it's off his hand nicely. Never makes the move back, leaves the 2 and the 10.
Tough conversion, open frame.
Now that deficit goes to 34 pins. Lavoie can make it 44 with a strike here in the 5th frame. Just graduated from college last December. Still living in Wichita. Went to Wichita State, which is the premier collegiate bowling program and has been for many, many years.
Going to stay perfect, front 5. Got it. What a start, Francois Lavoie. The former Wichita State star, All-American, collegiate singles champ, team champion. He was something in college. Not trying to make his mark in the pro.
Can a Canadian be an All-American?
Sure.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Not only the pro level, Francois has been a success. We talked about it. 2015 helped lead Wichita State to the intercollegiate team championship, the ITC over Midland University.
That school's won a few of those.
What a tradition.
That's got to hurry.
Front 6, yeah.
Whoa,
halfway home.
He's matched up. He's locked in. He's got the front 6. And look how calm he is. Take a look at the pin action here. That ball just got high flush. That's a bowler's best friend right there.
Long-time member of Team Canada. Lots of international experience. Bowling for his country, but now he's here in Vegas trying for a first ever title and a major. And he's perfect in this game. Maldonado's just got to start picking up some ground here in a hurry. There's some help on number 10.
Yeah, Maldonado,
right.
he needs to string strikes right now. Maldonado, he can shoot, let's see, 369. I think he shoot 226, I believe, is his maximum. Is that correct? I'm getting a shake of the head.
Doing the math.
246. A must.
Stop.
To pull within 44 and no.
You heard him yell stop when he threw that ball. That's the same lane that he just left the 2-pin on. He made the right adjustment to get it back up into the pocket, but came in too high. That picks up a really quick roll. You can see it starting to tilt right now.
4-9.
And even with the conversion here, he finds himself in a very, very difficult situation.
Tough one to converts and whiffs and misses both. And the late open.
And he gave it a good
look at that deficit grow.
Yeah, he gave it a good try. He had to make it. And now it's 68 pins. And for Lavoie, right now there are two things on his mind. Number one, just continue to make good shots in preparation for the next match. And oh yeah, maybe a little $10,000 bonus for a 300.
How about it? Front 7. You bet. 120 pounds of power. He is locked in right now.
High flush, 9-pin falls. Front 7.
Best finish to date, second place at the PBA Wolf Open in September. PBA Fall Swing on CBS Sports Network. This for the perfect 8 in a row. Oh yeah! 8 straight.
Keeping it calm. I'm not even sure if he goes out and shoots 300, if he get excited after the last one.
I would hope so.
Just another beautiful shot from Francois Lavoie. He likes it.
Lost to Tom Doherty at the Wolf. Lost to Jason Belmonte at the Badger. Maldonado, a strike here late.
Maldonado lost something as he threw that last shot. I don't know if it was his microphone. Whoops. Yep. He says, you can have this back. I'm not talking right now anyway.
John started bowling at age 2.5. Well, you're that young, you got to throw two hands, right?
Yeah.
So he's kept that going his entire career.
212 is the best that Maldonado can do, and that's not going to be anywhere near Lavoie. Working at a 260 pace, opportunity to shoot 300 on a live televised final.
During a major. That's pretty special. What an opportunity in history for Francois Lavoie.
And Lavoie, if it were me, and I was bowling right now, and I had the front 8, and I was going to be bowling in the next match, with my emotions, I'd be better off not shooting 300 because I would get so pumped up that I wouldn't have anything left for the last game. But Lavoie he keeps himself so centered and in the moment.
Number 9. Down they go. 10 back into the pit. 60 feet to success.
That's right. I've heard
Francois
that.
Lavoie.
I've heard that before. I like it.
Save it for the big moment, Marshall.
Well, that was a big moment.
That's exciting.
Well, how exciting for Lavoie to be on the cusp of shooting a 300 game, 23 years old, and assured of going into the finals for a chance at the U.S. Open Championship. Gotta hurry.
10th. Yes. It did hurry Marshall Holman. Two more to go.
We'll take a look at this ball. This is a little bit right off his hand, but it's got the right speed. It picks up the roll and tickles him over. Goodbye, goodbye, Bucket.
Any bowler rules a 300 game on tonight's telecast receives a $10,000 bonus courtesy of Pepsi, the official soft drink of bowling. 2 away from that.
I was going to say he's finishing on the tougher of the 2 lanes, but it doesn't look like he has a tougher of the 2 lanes. For 11.
11 straight. What do you say? Merci bien. Woo! Monsieur Lavoie. This is fun to watch. Now is here, certainly is our BPA moment of the match. The 11th for Francois. Down, now it's number 12. Can he do it? One more.
I say yes. I absolutely say yes. For a piece of history, young man.
$10,000 bonus. You better believe it, he did it. A perfect 300 game for Francois Lavoie. C'est magnifique.
C'est magnifique. I'll tell you right now, if I'm Marshall Kent, I am thrilled that Lavoie shot 300 because that has to take some energy out of him. It just has to.
Perfection. The first ever televised 300 game at a U.S. Open final. History made tonight for Francois Lavoie of Quebec City. #12th and final shot. Locked into the 1-3 pocket the entire match. And in a moment, my Hall of Fame partner, Marshall Holman, lane level will talk to the happy winner who's $10,000 richer. Francois Lavoie has bowled a perfect 300 game tonight in Vegas. For good reason, our BPAA moment of the match, Francois Lavoie goes for history. First ever televised 300 at a U.S. Open. And it happens tonight. 12 up, 12 down for the 23-year-old from Quebec City, Quebec. Francois Lavoie, former star at Wichita State. And he knocks off Sean Maldonado in match number 3, 300-211. Marshall Kent, the top seed, is next. Francois, lane level with Marshall.
All right, thank you, Dave. Francois Lavoie, 300, the first 300 in the history of televised bowling in the U.S. Open. How'd that make you feel?
I don't know.
You know, you get a $10,000 bonus from Pepsi, so that's got to make you a little healthier.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, I talked to Tim after the 8th frame, and I was going to try a different ball, and he said, well, don't you want to go for the bonus? And I kept going because I was going to try something else, try to get a different look, because these lanes are definitely tricky from the 2 matches we've seen. So glad I stuck with it, though.
Well, I'm glad you did too. And do you have anything left for this next game?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to keep making good shots, keep doing what I've been doing, sticking to the process. That's what this whole week's been about. It's been a shot maker's pattern. There's no getting around it. You got to make good shots.
All right, Francois Lavoie, 300 game. He's in the title match against Marshall Kent. Back to you, Dave.
Tim Mack, Storm team rep, said go for the bonus, the $10,000. So Francois did. High fives all around. But next, Marshall Kent, the top seed, the title on the line. Start with 5, we're down to 2. Kent, Lavoie, championship match coming up from Vegas. Our home this week has been the new South Point Bowling Plaza in Las Vegas. Bowling feels different here and might be worth a visit. Take a look for yourself.
The bowling plaza here at South Point is amazing, mainly for the fans. You can see everything. This seating up here where we're standing right now, 60 lanes, and you literally can see every single lane from where we're at.
The nice thing about the bowling plaza itself is it was designed obviously on paper, but then the staff of the existing 64-lane center all sat down and we listed all the things we'd seen in all the tournaments we bowled in that we liked, and we put them into this facility up here. So you have a facility literally that was built and designed by bowlers for bowlers, which makes it pretty cool.
Obviously, because this is a hotel, casino, spa, and bowling center, you have your room, you have your balls shipped right to BBE, which is about 75 to 100 feet from the lanes. Come to South Point, you park your car, you get in your hotel room, come down from your hotel room, you walk over to the bowling plaza, you get your equipment from BBE, you bowl. The lockers are, again, 75 to 100 feet from the lanes. When you're done, drop it in BBE and go about your business.
We're literally one of a kind where we have a facility on a property with a hotel, a casino, and all of our restaurants. We literally are one-stop shopping. A bowler can come here to bowl their event, be it the USBC Open Championships, the Women's Championships, or any of the other events that we hold here, and they can literally stay here and do everything they want. We have movie theaters, restaurants, a spa, the other bowling center for recreational bowling if you bring your family. Literally everything you need all in one spot. So you can park the car and spend a week here and probably not get bored.
From a bowling standpoint, it's new, it's open, it has that venue feel where you feel like something important is going on. And this is as big as the sport feels.
USBC Open Championships, the largest participatory sporting event in the world. Don't miss out on your chance to compete in this year's tournament, which will be held right here at the South Point Bowling Plaza in Las Vegas from February 18th through July 10th. Visit bowl.com/OpenChamp for more information or to register your team. We've got one more match to go here in Vegas. Marshall and I can't wait for Kent and Savoie head-to-head, a championship on the line. Not just a title, it's a major. We'll determine the U.S. Open winner next. Here we go. That trophy's on the line along with the green jacket. The champion of the 2016 U.S. Open here in fabulous Las Vegas. Top seed Marshall Kent. Number 2 seed Francois Lavoie, fresh off a 300 game.
Be interesting to see how this match starts. Kent, the power player, he gets between 495 and 520 revs, RPMs on his ball. Lavoie more about 380. So it's the power guy against the accuracy.
He's got a 2-pin to start his one and only match. Going for a championship.
Marshall unable to get the ball back up to the pocket. It sailed long on him. Fortunate just to leave the 2-pin. We've seen a lot of 2-10s today in that same shot.
Power player grabbed the 2-pin for his single pin spare conversion. Set after that slow start, tied for 92nd. Never thought he'd make TV. Here he is facing Lavoie. He was fresh off a 300.
Now,
how will he respond?
Exactly,
after that?
and has his heart rate had to go up toward the end of that game? It had to. See if he can put it back together again.
He's just fine, thank you. That's 13 straight.
Yeah.
Cool, calm, collected. That's impressive.
Yeah. I'm sure there's one Gordon Vatican at Wichita State quite proud of young Francois Lavoie, as he should be.
National champ All-American at Wichita State and a business administration major. Keeps that streak going, all 10 down. Wow.
That is
Rushing right through that 1-3 pocket.
That's just so impressive. You know, to come off of such a high and get yourself back. Start with the front two.
I would imagine Marshall Kent saying, "Now wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute."
And
did I just see that?
Kent absolutely dominated this tournament, especially in match play. He just ran away with it. Needs to put it together here in the second frame. A little light, but it came through.
He'll take it.
Let's take a look at the form of Marshall Kent. A tall man, very deliberate first step. Another high backswing. Good solid knee bend coming through and just rips the cover off the ball. You'll see the ball recover.
Himself in the Great Northwest. And we asked Dad Jim yesterday, was Marshall named after Marshall Holman? He said, no, not after Marshall.
I don't think so.
But still, same region. 7-10, watch it.
And a great shot from Kent. Comes in light, leaves the pocket 7-10. That's just not right. We'll take a look at this shot. We'll watch the 5-pin. 5-pin will go behind the 7, and then the 10-pin doesn't get kicked out by the 6. So the 6 stays in the channel, the 5 goes behind the 7, and it's just it's a terrible break.
So an open.
A good self-talk. He came back after that, said good shot, it was a good shot.
Long way to go, of course. Lavoie, can you say it, is working on a 14-bagger?
That'll work.
14 in a row after the 300 game in the last match. And at the Wolf Open in Detroit, second place best finish. He'll at least match that here tonight. Looks for the first 3 of this match. Yes! Locked in.
And he's not just striking, he's getting the ball lodged high flush.
15 straight. Smith, Bauer Jr., the Hall of Famer. Among some big names whose first career title was at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, my buddy Dave Husted.
Yeah.
1982. That was at Big Texan Lanes the year
Dell's
after I
here
won.
tonight. Dell's here as a Storm rep.
Yeah.
Great to see him. For the front 4.
It's got to hurry. And it does.
It sure did.
Gosh, I thought that ball might labor enough there.
Well, that back half of the lane pattern. Randy Thompson is here, the vice president of the BPAA. That ball just explodes. What ball reaction.
He's impressed.
10 feet for Francois Lavoie.
We'll take another look at Lavoie. This ball gets right of his target, but it recovers. He's got the right speed. This has been a speed control week. Right now, Lavoie firing on all cylinders.
16 in a row, the front 4 in the finals. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Back to Kent. Got to be a little shell-shocked. Wow, that's the best shot he's had so far. All 10 down. Ball change.
Went to a ball that didn't arc out quite as much. Went a little more direct with that.
Calls for a re-rack here, Marshall. It's the timeout of bowling. 4th and 2013, best to date for Marshall.
Yeah, and the pocket 7-10, it happens because of the entry angle into the pocket, and the ball's coming in late. So Kent makes a change, gets a ball that rolls a little more evenly. He's hoping he can make a double out of it here in the 5th frame.
Take that re-rack, why?
Well, it could be one of two things. It could be that the 1 and the 3 pins might be off spot a little bit, or maybe he just wanted a little more time to compose himself.
Off the re-rack. Look out to a 10 split.
Well, I've lived in those shoes. We'll take another look at this ball. It's just going to slide past the pocket. Doesn't pick up the roll to a 10. I've had tournaments where I've led by huge margins, only to come back the next day on television and finish second, and it can be a very hard pill to swallow. This match is not over, but it's getting late.
USBC Bowling Academy provides hundreds of hours of high-quality instructional videos for bowlers of all skill levels. Learn from Team USA and USBC certified gold coaches, as well as other top pros and instructors. Visit usbcbowlingacademy.com today for more information. All right, Monsieur Lavoie has 16 straight strikes here. Hasn't missed yet. Front 5. What do you think?
That ball was left off his hand.
Unbelievable.
He's got a little bit right. He's got a little bit left, and everything he throws carries. I mean, it's amazing. Take a good look at the eyes of Francois Lavoie. This ball picks up the late roll, and no problem. Just another 5. That's 17 in a row.
This is to go up by 74.
Yeah, he's making a big statement.
Front 6. What do you think? Another one? The streak finally ends with a 2-pin. 17 straight strikes.
And he gets a very well-deserved round of applause from this very appreciative crowd. He came in light, left the 2-pin. I mean, just how many great shots can you throw in a row? I think 17.
It's got to be strange to shoot for a spare. Locked in, no problem. 2-pin, takes care of that for the mark. 17 straight strikes, had the perfect game in the first match, and a big lead in the championship match against Marshall Kent. Great to see so many fantastic PWBA bowlers for the 3rd straight year calling CBS Sports Network home. The 2017 schedule begins in May and features 13 televised events, including the 4 majors. USBC Queens, the Players Championship, U.S. Women's Open, and the Tour Championship as well. Danielle McHugh on the left and Angie Perea are here. See the top PWBA finishers. Danielle tied for 97th. Danielle, the girlfriend of Marshall Kent. 9 women competing. 8 members of the PWBA Tour. Can't wait to bring those events to you on CBS Sports Network next season.
Right now, Lavoie working at a 239 pace. If Kent were to take it out, he could shoot 226. Needs to put some pressure on Lavoie now.
Lavoie locked in. Kent. And a ball change. And strikes in the 6th.
You can see he's gone to a different ball. This ball tips harder. I think it was the ball he started with. Came back to it. The games go by so fast, and you have to make these decisions. And he gets a terrible break with the 7-10, then makes an errant shot, and leaves a 2-8-10. So it's do it now time, Marshall.
He's doing it. Trying to make some noise late here. Team USA, we saw his participation between 2012 and 2016. And ITC champ as well. Robert Morris, College of Illinois. Francois, great international experience for Team Canada.
Let's see if, after that long dry spell, if Lavoie can start striking again.
Dry spell of 1 frame.
Yep, 1.
Works on a spare. Up 53 pins, and
yeah, he goes light
on
the left lane. Now he goes high on the right lane.
3-6-10.
I just a little while ago got an instant message from my buddy Mark Roth.
Yes,
we actually did win the tournament here in 1984, as we see Lavoie going high, leaving the 3, the 6, and the 10. He just needs to make spares. If he can make spares, he's set.
Good to hear from Mark.
Yeah, and it's nice that Mark has corrected me in the past, and once again, you're right, Mark. I appreciate it.
Does cover, has his spare.
Makes the spare. I almost hate to say this, but we beat Dave Husted and Ted Hanna's 169 to 160. And, usually not
low
too
scoring struggle.
Usually not proud of 169 games, but when they win you tournaments, they're beautiful.
It's just fine.
They're beautiful. This match has turned. Lavoie still in the driver's seat, but with an open frame here. We'll watch this ball face up early. It came in light last time, made the adjustment, leaves the 3-4-6-10. It can be made, needs to get the ball to the right of that 3 pin and slide it over into the 4.
Tough cover here.
He's got it.
That's it. Wow, what a spare for Francois Lavoie. It is his night.
We'll take a look at this beautiful, beautiful split conversion. But still, Marshall Kent has a chance. Right now, Lavoie working at a 232 pace. Once again, Kent can strike out for 226.
It's about the most emotional we've seen from Francois all night.
Got to have this, got to hurry. Oh, yeah.
Some help. Got the 7-trip late there. And another strike, cutting that lead, 36 pins.
Now watch this ball go way out to the right, but the rev rate of Marshall Kent, 520 RPMs, gets it back. Oh, yeah. Every shot a must strike. Oh my gosh.
Wow, a great shot.
He just
10 pin.
couldn't have thrown a better shot. That pretty much is going to seal his fate. Watch this great delivery. Ball goes out to the 6 board, maybe the 5, comes back, ring and 10, 6 pin around the bottom of it. And it's just, he did his job. He did his job, made the great shot, wasn't paid off. That's heartbreaking. He's at a pocket 7-10. And then a solid 10 in the 9th. And that makes things a lot easier for Francois.
Roy's just basically got to keep on the lane now. And he'll have himself a major championship.
Wasn't his best shot,
no,
but
coming in high there.
He doesn't need much. It's getting down to the last part of the game where it's tough to breathe. And for Francois Lavoie, he's got 4 shots in a row that weren't very good.
3-6, 9-10 here. Covers again.
Making some great spares. Made the split. The 3-4, 6-10, then picks up the 3-6, 9-10. Both difficult.
It's his night.
Yes, it's his night.
Just needs 4 pins here, and that will clinch it.
It's like a victory lap right now.
How about 10? And for Francois Lavoie, how about the 2016 U.S. Open title? It's his first ever PBA championship, and it's a major.
Captain Cool, Francois Lavoie. Boy, what a gutty performance from Marshall Kent. But Francois Lavoie, just too much.
We asked Francois in our meetings this morning what it would be like to win his first title as a major. He had no words in French or English
That's right.
about what it would mean. He couldn't envision that.
He wasn't getting
here
that,
he is.
He wasn't getting that far ahead of himself.
He was not. He knew he'd have a tough job ahead, which he has completed with a 300 game.
Marshall Kent led the tournament by 308 pins over Francois Lavoie, but couldn't take this one-game championship match.
First at 300, and then the winner with the top seed, Marshall Kent. And for the first time in his career, a PBA Tour champion, a major champion at the same time, $10,000 richer thanks to the $10,000 bonus for the 300 game from Pepsi. And he'll raise that trophy and get the green jacket by winning the U.S. Open here in Las Vegas. For the first time in his career, Francois Lavoie is a champion, a major winner as well. What a night for Francois. Francois Lavoie of Quebec City, Quebec, joins Mika Koivu-Niemi, who in 2001 was the only other international U.S. Open champion. Lavoie a 300 game against John Maldonado en route to his first ever PBA Tour title and first major. And he's joined by Marshall.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. We've got some hardware for you. We've got Randy Thompson with the BPAA with a beautiful jacket.
Francois, on behalf of BPAA and its members and board of directors, congratulations on winning the U.S. Open.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, and Chad Murphy, the executive director of the BPAA, here he is with the trophy.
Unbelievable. Congratulations, kid. Way to go.
Thank you so much.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen. Francois, how did you come back after shooting 300 and have the energy to win this tournament?
I think it was, like I said before, just sticking to the process, staying in the moment, throwing one good shot at a time. I told myself that every single time before I threw the ball, one good shot at a time. And you can only control what you do on the approach. You know, you can't control anything after that. And if I do these things right, then good things are going to come.
We asked you earlier today, how would you feel having your first championship be the U.S. Open, and you didn't have any words. Do you have words now?
No, still no words. This undescribable feeling right now.
Well, we're proud of you. It's just an awesome feat. And from one U.S. Open champion to another, I offer my congratulations. Just fantastic. I'm sure this is just the first of many, many more.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, you're very welcome. There's our champion, Francois Lavoie from Quebec City, Canada. The 2016 BPAA U.S. Open champion. It's just incredible. We'll send it back up to Dave Ryan.
Marshall, thanks. Congratulations to Francois Lavoie, winner of the U.S. Open Bowling Championship here in Vegas. For Marshall Holm and the entire CBS Sports Network crew, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. In association with the United States Bowling Congress, it's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Coming up next, the Mystic Terra Cross Championship. Congratulations to Francois Lavoie, U.S. Open champion in 20.